Good day everyone, and welcome to Goes to 11 Get Spun. Today I'm going to show you how we assemble our Getn'hookd Lures alien jig spoons. We'll start with a number 3 Balo brass spoon that I've modified in my milling machine. I've drilled some holes for the beads to go into. I use some 20 thou copper wire to hold the beads in place, and then we use a little bit of UV resin to glue everything together to keep it locked in place. So we'll take an 1/8 inch fluorescent chartreuse brass bead that we got from our friends at Togen's, and install the first one onto my wire with the larger opening towards my bend. I do that because when I put it into my blade, I want the larger bend or larger hole to go in, and when I use the UV resin on it, it'll make a little more contact into the eyelet there. And then I'll install my 1/4 inch chartreuse glow bead, and my next 1/8 inch chartreuse brass bead, the opposite direction with the eyelet facing away from the 1/4 inch bead. And then you gotta get it in the hole there, I guess. Then I'll bend my wire to a 90-degree angle, spaced out far enough that we fit in between our two holes here. And drop it into place. Make sure that our brass beads line up with those two holes, and our 1/4 inch bead is in the eye hole, I like to call it. And then this copper wire is fairly soft, so you can bend it into place with your fingers. And I like to give it a good squeeze with the needle nose pliers to ensure that they stay in place. And as long as they don't come past the edge of the spoon blade, I'm okay with that. We'll glue into those holes there in a bit. So we'll just repeat that process again. 1/8 inch bead, 1/4 inch bead, an 1/8 inch bead. I already see that one's quite long, so I'm going to trim it off a bit right now so that I don't have so much sticking out. Drop those right in those holes again. Bend our wires out. This is where we'll use our UV resin. Pardon me. I just like to fill that hole up and move it along the wires a little bit so that it's got something to bond to. A little shaky here today, I guess. Not enough coffee or too much, one of the two. Then I just hit it with the UV light to cure the resin. Give that about 30 seconds or so to make that resin cure. Then, contrary to your normal spoon where you put your hook on the fatter end, because we're using this for a jig for ice fishing, and we target burbot with this and pike on the bottom of the lake, I put my hook in I use a bead chain swivel to get the hook away from the spoon a ways. So we use a number 4 split ring on the spoon blade itself. Install that. Then I'll put my bead chain swivel on. And then I use a number 3 split ring to attach the hook. Put this split ring on first. And we'll install our, this is a number 4, where's the, there we go, a little bit disoriented there. Number 4 red treble hook, so we'll throw that on there. Install that. Now the assembly looks like that. So our eyeballs glow in the dark, the fluorescent brass beads are there. Some guys that we sell these to rig them up from right in this eyelet and they jig them down with a minnow or whatever bait they want on it, like that. And other guys will hook it into here and they'll latch or hook their minnow bait onto the hook, and as this bead chain runs down the back of the spoon, they jig it and it rattles against the spoon blade and makes noise to attract the bourbon. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video, subscribe, hit the reminder bell so you don't miss any further content from Goes to 11. Also, Goes to 11 now has a fishing store called fishingandoutdoors.ca, so if you'd like to buy any of our product or any of the other guys that are affiliated with Goes to 11, please check them out. Tight lines, everyone, and thanks for watching.